Hi, this is Paradox from Team Pandemic. I'm going to be reviewing the Pandemic versus Eximius match in CEVO. This is Season 5 of CEVO on D Dust 2. So, to give you guys a thought analysis pre-game, I was really looking to play aggressive, knowing this Eximius roster playing as they play passive and timid mostly. I was really going to look to set the tempo for the match right away, play aggressive with my AWP and Deagle, feeling really confident going into this whole thing. So sort of my thought pregame is go out, strike first, set the tempo for the game overall, and work from there. So that's going to be my thought pregame. Going into round one, I'm called to work long A. That's my typical setup, and since I anticipated this team to play long A and pre-nade, I'm gonna simply hold back, pick middle, and then look for early tells and nades. So going from there, there are no pre-nades long, so I figure I'm gonna take control of long A right away, take my chance. There's no players there, no nades, no pushed up, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick right away, use my aggression really with my AWP, and pick a lot more aggressively than I typically may have. I'm gonna work up and pick middle, pick spawn right away. We get early picked off with Mustang worked up with me and got picked off early. I have to fall back now and anticipating sort of a counter aggression. Most teams do. Most teams like to, after they spot that long A, they like to counter aggress with a lot of nade work, a lot of flashes. So I try to get a better point where I'm not going to get killed. I eventually push back up, get a kill on Hair, but it's sort of meaningless by that point. My team is kind of worked, and Albrecht eventually picks me off as I don't spot the angle and CT spawn on that second peak. So that's a round loss for us, really kind of ineffective strat, a little over aggressive at the start. So working into round two, I call for my teammates not to smoke the long cross over by CT spawn this round, because I noticed that as we did that, the other team was able to adapt and come back over. As you see here, I'm working long A once again aggressively. I noticed that early long A push, I heard the guy shooting the barrels in, so I thought I might as well go out and get the pick, and I was able to get the pick on Mike Stone. And what you see right here, I'm getting kind of pushed back into the door, take a prediction shot into the smoke in pit, and I'm able to pick off Hair. Sort of lucky there, but I'm able to take out two without getting myself killed. Really make it easy for my team to take the A bomb site this time. So Eximius playing long A this time, rather than giving it up last round. Was unable to hold it. I was able to get a couple early picks. What's going through my mind this round is that I'm figuring Eximius to go back to their old playstyle, playing a little more passive long. So I'm going to take my pick mid early. I hesitate a little bit on the shot, so I missed it, but I had my crosshair placement correct. So once again, my anticipation was right. Eximius did go back. They're not playing long A. They're going back with what worked in round one. I'm working up once again, toss a few flashes over long A, simply to clear any opper that may be there off the angle, and start moving up quickly as my teammates start getting picked off, start clearing angles. I'm a little more careful this time clearing angles as I get naded from CT spawn, and I'm able to pick off Albrecht, common op spot that he plays over there, that people typically play on the long A cross from that little cubby in the B cross. And then Hair from CT spawn is able to pick me off. I wasn't really anticipating his aggression on that CT ramp, but overall I'm able to get the entry pick, get that long A cross aggressive. It doesn't really turn into much this round for a team as they stop our long take once again, but we're starting to catch on and adapt to more and more, so we're going the right direction. Alright, so this round I'm picking up an op again. We're going to go sort of for a change of pace here. We're going to the B bomb site now. What's called as a 3B 2-mid split. And early on, as you see, I'm going to sort of look away from the flashes. It comes sort of late. Typically the timing, I'm spot on with the timing, but I had my back turned, so when the guy pre-flashes, typically he uses that to get across the platform. I was trying to simply not get blind by that, but still be in the position to turn around and maybe pick the guy crossing across the platform. see me tossing a few nades right here. I heard the guy close up. Eximius tossed a few close nades from my vantage point. I saw the guy was close to tunnel, and my nade did actually hit him. Got some good entry damage. Our rush eventually kind of falls apart with a lot of smoke and a lot of sort of weird nade work in the B site that, you know, Eximius used defensively. So I'm able to get a pick off. It's sort of insignificant at that point, though, as I'm outnumbered 3-on-1. So the failure of that round was simply our team not being able to get to B, not being able to get that early pick off that we like to rely on sometimes. So moving into this round, I only have a deagle as I sort of ran out of money. I've been playing off, so typically around the 4th or 5th round, I'm bound to run out of money. Go to pick up an AK as my team sort of gets picked off in middle early. At this point, we're already down to 2-on-4, myself and Nick Noy kind of working long A. I decided to work long A simply because at this point, with so many of our players picked off, the other team's going to have map control, and they're going to have control of B and even control of middle. So I decided to go to a point where we're going to be able to simply focus on that one point, and which is long A. If there's a player there, we're going to be able to get a pick off. We got delayed slightly with the 2 smokes in the door. That really, if you go through those 2 smokes, a player that's playing outside of that is going to be able to see his opponent first. So we're at a disadvantage. We have to delay a little bit. And running low on time, we have to sort of work a little quicker, and I get picked off by Mike Stone. Mike Stone was playing sort of a solo spot. I really didn't anticipate him to play so aggressively on the card. He played a sort of weird angle and caught me off guard, so that was my mistake, not being careful, not clearing my angles. But at that point, 20 seconds in the round, a 2-on-4, we had little chance to win the round. So kind of moving on to the 6th round. I have low money, so I decided simply to deagle and flash, maybe try to get in the site really quick, help my teammates, maybe get an entry. Even if I die, I want to keep going simply so that my teammates can get into the site and maybe do some damage. This round, Eximius had 2 or 3 guys outside B. They played 1 guy in the back, and they had quick rotators. I was able to get in the site and get a pick off, but they were able to cut us down and only lose 1 guy. So our eco round was kind of ineffective. Once again, I get to pick up an op. I have my money once again, and I do some damage this time on the mid pick. And so I'm going to work to long A right now once again. You know, I like to solo long. That's kind of my role with Pandemic, is that I like to work out long A. Don't really spot anybody there. They're not playing aggressive. They're playing their typical setup that's worked for them. You know, smart of them to do that. This time, though, I'm able to creep up and kill Hair unsuspectingly, simply because we did not give any tells, any nades. And as you see, my continued aggression sort of costs me, as I'm able to pick off Hair and then Messiah and Catwalk, and I sort of have that mindset I want to keep going, keep fragging out, and there's 2 guys posted up on me. But regardless of that, I'm able to get my teammates in the site, get 2 good entry picks, and allow my team to get in the site. At that point, I get the call off. There's 2 CT spawn, there's no more an A, and my teammates are able to get the entry from Catwalk, go Catwalk, take the site, and have good position in a 4-on-3 even, and simply defend the bomb site. Really easy win for my team that round. So overall, kind of what I switched up that round was that from an earlier round where we sort of used our nade work, instead we creeped up this round, creeped up long A early. That was able to catch Hair off guard instead of having that tell, having all those guys rotate, all those guys ready for a push. Instead, Hair was kind of uncertain what was going on, and I was able to catch him off guard. That's the reason we won the round, is that switch of playstyle. So you don't always want to be too careful, don't always want to use those nades. Sometimes you want to sort of rely on your assumptions. So moving into this next round, I'm simply posting up outside long A. I figure I've been playing really aggressive the last few rounds, and most teams are going to adapt. So I simply hold back, kind of see what my team's doing, play a little more passive. Luckily this round my team is able to to get up catwalk, really have a solid take, a few entry kills, and I don't really have to do much this round, so I'm simply kind of waiting for that long push, maybe figuring the guy anticipates me playing aggressive. If they did have a long player, most long players would push into me and simply say, hey, this guy's not aggressive, we're gonna go and we're gonna try to flank catwalk, and I'd be able to catch that easy kill. So kind of moving into the round right now. It comes down to a 3-on-1 against Bricks, and in terms of our team, we played, I would say, pretty stupid overall. Nick Noit gets picked off early, and then I didn't know if the bomb was planted, so there's a little where the bomb was planted for, sorry. So I don't know if I could cover it from long A, and I have to push up, put myself in a bad position, and that gets me picked off. Luckily Mustang's able to win the 1-on-1, but that was a really close round that really didn't need to be. Notice a 3-on-1, you think, you know, you're in a 3-on-1, you're safe to go get the kill, get the frag, but you know, one guy gets picked off, the next guy gets picked off. Really what you want to focus on in those 3-on-1s is that all the guys are sort of working together. You don't want to open up that, you know, 1-on-1 and allow the one guy to pick off 3 of you. So really kind of moving into this round, I'm working AK, sort of switching pace a little bit, using a lot of my nade work. Eximius decided to play long this round. They had Opera at the angle, so simply kind of what I was trying to do, hold him there, allow my teammates to get up catwalk, maybe sell fake. We actually worked into mid B split this round, so I sold the fake at long A, and if anything I was able to come up catwalk undetected and drop down spawn, get the flank kill, almost 2 flank kills. Mustang picked up the other kill. Right now we're put into a 2-on-1, pretty easy win, simple communication. I'm going to come up the B tunnel at the same time. Mustang's going to come from the site, peek from the site, and Hare had no chance simply because he had 2 guys working from 2 different angles at the same time. Some simple communication, coordinating ourselves, we're able to win that 2-on-1 securely. So that's sort of going to be the difference. You notice we were in a 3-on-1 the previous round, and it came down to a really, really close round with a 1-on-1 with Mustang, sort of getting picked off one by one. Nick Noit, no response with that, and then myself getting picked off with some miscommunication. Mustang eventually winning the 1-on-1. But this round, the last round on T side, we were playing a 2-on-1. Mustang and myself played together, worked our timing, and gave that guy no chance to win the round, secure the round. So moving in the CT side quickly here. Once again, I'm trying to start off pretty aggressively with my op. I don't take it too far. Sometimes I like to push out long door and peek all the way, but this time I'm simply playing my angle, playing more of a wide angle, a little safer against the op peek, against any sort of peeker advantage that any strafe peek. And so here, Eximius starts using a lot of smokes, and I try to get a sort of a weird angle, maybe catch him off guard, but they start using a lot more nade work. I anticipate the flashes, toss one into the door, and then toss one behind me, so I'm able to fall back. And once again, I'm going to re-peek. I'm able to get a good shot off on the long A guy, turn around quick on the cat call, and at the same time, what you guys may have not noticed there is that I was sort of closing my angle to long A, so I was moving more, so I was covered from long A while covering catwalk. So I was able to get the pick off long A, switch to catwalk. At the same time, I was aware of my angle at long A. Alright, and I was able to kill the guy on catwalk. As you see there, with little round time, I anticipated that long push. I sort of knew the guys were coming, and you saw a pretty decent reflex shot there on Albrook at long A. After the 2 initial picks and after the advantage, I decided to go a little more passive, play the round timer, play the advantage, fall back, and I was able to get another pick off and secure the round for my team. So really, that round was played well. Really play the advantage. A big point is that when you do have the advantage, sometimes it pays more to drop back, and you're going to see a few rounds after this that my re-aggression sort of cost me. So once again, I'm going to go long A this round, and I anticipated some nade work. Once again, sort of mid-round nade work from Eximius, so I decided to go fully aggressive and peek. I do my little trademark off peek with my scope and movement. So I'm able to pick off bricks, sort of spotting the angle, looking for that long push. He's not able to respond, so I get that early pick off, able to fall back. And once again, Eximius counter-aggresses me really quickly. A lot of flash work, I'm able to get one off of my own, fall back to the angle. As you notice right here, I'm going to re-peek, and I'm fighting 2 or 3 guys at the same angle, and there's a lot of nade work coming in there, and I get picked off simply because there's a lot of guys there. There's a pit angle, lower pit angle, there's a platform, and there are a few guys out there to fight. My team's able to collapse in on Eximius, though. I get that early call. I'm able to see 2 or 3 guys coming up long after I already got the pick. It's a pretty safe bet they're taking A, and my team's able to rotate off my call and win the round, collapse in on that push. So despite myself getting picked in that situation, I was able to get the call off, get my teammates to rotate, and put them in position to win the round. And here, the next round, as Eximius has been working long A a lot, I called for Mustang to help me out long, maybe throw him off a little bit. As you see here, they're going to toss a little fake at long A, as it's going to be. Looks a little similar to their previous nade work, not 2 smokes this time. And typically after those nades, they go long A right away. So we figure pretty quickly that they're not coming long A. I'm able to rotate along with Mustang back to middle, and although I missed the shot there, I'm going to get the kill and help with the middle B split. Kind of cut that off a little bit. And what Eximius did here was actually a 3 middle, what looked like, and 2B split after a fake to long A. Right now, Mustang and myself are in a 2-on-1, and a little miscommunication along with a random peek by Bricks loses us the round. So Bricks is able to pick up the 1-on-2. Really simple miscomm, but it costs us a big round. So in the advantage. So once again, that communication is really key. Although we played right overall, we weren't able to pull off the round. This round on CT, going into round into round 4 here. I'm playing more of a role player here. We spot a quick A, what seems like a quick A push. So I rotate off of middle right away, work long A, and if you notice what I did, I tossed the flash over long A. That's what I call isolation. I'm trying to isolate long A. Mustang was pushed up on the catwalk, and Juan was going over to help him, but Mustang got the kill, and he got the call that they're coming catwalk. So I was isolating long A. Typically a team will split long A and sort of try to work their timing. What I'm doing is I'm isolating long A so I could focus on the catwalk. As you see this round, overall kind of how it played out is that Eximius went into a middle B split off that early push on middle and cat, and we're not able to pick off the round. Albrecht gets some entry picks in B. My rotation is stopped after I try to make a play, and Juan is not able to pull off the round in a disadvantage. So going into the next round here, I go sort of for another change of pace, playing a rifle instead of op, playing a little more aggressively. I sort of want that versatility this round so I could play a little more aggressive. As you see, I'm able to catch bricks, spam him a little bit, get entry nade damage. Eximius was doing an execution strat with their nade work, and after that push it come quick, I'm able to pick the guy off, and at this point it seems like they're all coming there, so I run out of bullets with the Colt. I get another I'm able to get another kill, whip out the USP, and that's what I call frag or die mode, where you have to simply frag out because you're in a bad position, they're all coming at you, and you simply have to rely on your shot at that point. Really not much more that you can do. So instead of reloading, playing more passive, I was out of nades, and wouldn't be able to get my position back. Instead I re-peeked, relied on my shot, and was able to get 2 instead of 1, whereas if I played a little more passive, I probably would have only gotten 1 guy, would have gotten pushed back in the pit, allowed the other team to use their nade work, and that would have cost me. So I'm able to go 2 for 1 that round. As you see, my team's able to win the round, a few pickoffs, and we go from there. So once again, I'm picking up the op, a little low on money now. I'm able to almost full buy. I only have one flashbang, so I'm keeping that in mind. And I'm going to play a little differently this round. Myself and Mustang have a little different setup. Sort of what I'm going for here is that I'm able to spot the pit, but what you guys don't notice here is that my angle from catwalk is closed, and what that means is that typically if I was playing on this platform or out in the open, I would be exposed both to catwalk and to long A. Instead, my angle is close to catwalk so that the building to the right of me covers my catwalk, as you see as I unscope there. I'm able to get the kill on pit, the guy crossing into pit. Eximius expecting me to play aggressive long like I typically do. Really executed a quick take. Once they got out, they wanted to really rush me, catch me off guard after their nade work went off, and I was playing back. I was playing passive on top of the platform, a spot I haven't played yet, and that caught the first guy off guard. He was trying to get into the pit. I'm able to get the good position, good angle, good shot on him. From there, the guys sort of pushed up. I'm able to set up a couple kills for Mustang, and going 2 for 3, solid. The rest of the 3 guys are able to rotate over and secure the round. So this round, once again, we're going to play a little split. Mustang, I boost Mustang on the catwalk, and since Eximius failed a couple rounds at A, and we were able to shut down their A take, I play more of a spot where I could help middle. And if you notice right here, that's exactly what happens. Eximius goes with the 3-2 split on B, 3 middle, 2 B, and one's able to pick up the entry frag, 2 entry frags. I'm able to kill the third guy rushing him and secure that round. So basically what happened there, I played a spot where I could cover my spot and get the call off, but since I anticipated more of a B hit or maybe even a middle hit, which is what happened, I was able to be right in position to help out, and instead of having 2 or 3 guys to deal with, they had 4, and we had Mustang on the flank completely shut down their strat. So it was a safe bet, safe prediction. This round I play a little more aggressive, and I'm trying to sort of sell my aggression. At this point, I noticed the guy was outside the door, and I decided to toss a few nades, maybe try to re-aggress or fall back. Bricks caught me off guard, really unlucky timing for me, where he sort of simply walks out and picks me off as I'm tossing my nades. Regardless of that, I'm able to get the call off at long A. My teammates rotate over. I saw Eximius sort of going long A on the death camp. They went from a far back position, went into a really quick strat. Typically that's a mistake. You don't want to execute a really fast strat off of, if you're not in immediate position to take the bomb site. They're really far back. By the time they could make use of that speed, my teammates were already rotated over. So despite myself getting killed, I'm able to get the call, get a good accurate call off, and secure the round, allow my teammates to win that. This round, as you notice, I pushed up long A, did a little safer aggressive, did a little safer what I call probe aggressive. And what I mean by that is I'm simply trying to sell my aggression at long A, and if you notice, I sort of went back from long, sold myself playing at long A, and went back to catwalk, and noticed my teammates who were in middle were in position to retake middle. I peeked off the catwalk, was able to pick up an easy kill as my teammates were supporting me. So that was simply a matter of sort of selling the illusion I was playing long A and going back to catwalk, working with my teammates on that CAD and mid, retaking that middle. So overall, kind of what you guys noticed, quite a bit of the good, a little bit of the bad, a few missed peaks, missed timings on my part in terms of simply re-peaking or getting caught off guard a couple times. So simply sort of what I'm working on going into the next match is going to be clearing my angles, maybe taming the aggression a little bit at some point, and simply working on getting the kill and sticking with that, because sometimes that added aggression can cost you. You get that entry kill. I really love playing 5-on-4 more so than maybe playing 5-on-3, but also maybe playing 4-on-4. That's not really going to be a benefit to my team. So overall, I'd say I did my job. that match, able to lock down long A. A lot of varying play styles. What I noticed about Eximius on T side to kind of relapse, kind of conclude as well. I noticed that Eximius was adapting. They're a team that adapted really quickly, so I also adapted really quickly. I typically didn't play the same setup or the same play style round to round or 2 rounds in a row. Overall, simply a decent game for us. It ended 11-7 in our favor, and a few mistakes here and there. Overall, I hope you guys were able to learn something either from from better rounds, from my mistakes. Overall, I hope I was a help to you guys. So I'm looking forward to our next match, Dust 2, and then Ruska against Optics and Team 3D. So look forward to that, guys, and I'll see you around.